get started. I'm going to share my screen. You guys have had an awesome day. Gotta love technology. All right, I'm going to check our Facebook groups. If you guys are listening to this, hello. And if you're in Power Mom Nation, we should be live there as well.
Hi, everyone.
Not sure why we can't see you, but
we know that you are there.
You can see us.
You can.
I can see us. Technology at its finest. All right, give me 1 second here. I want to see if I can set this up to where we can do some Q&A. Not show. There it is. Only hosted panelists can see questions. Okay, we can see your questions. So if you have them, feel free to post them, please. Or if someone wants to do me a test question, that'd be awesome. Then we can answer it back. But if you're here, we're going to get started.
All right. So I just really want to thank you guys for taking the time out to join us for tonight. We're super excited about this. And if you're there and you have a pen and some paper nearby, grab it so you can take some notes. Because as we go through this, I want you to jot down any questions that come up for you, any thoughts, anything that resonates with you. And at the end, just know that we're going to do a Q&A. So those questions you write down, be sure to ask them at the end, because we will gladly answer those for you and dive in with you personally into those questions. And you're going to want to stay till the end because we have some cool things for you at the end. You don't want to miss out on that. And in case you don't know who we are, I am Trina. This is Tara. And amongst many things, we are authors, speakers, health and wellness experts, partners in life and business. And we are moms to boy and girl twins. And they are about to turn 9, and I cannot believe it. But we love them so much. And I'm going to start out tonight with a little bit of a story. And it's actually part of our book, Crush Mom Guilt, that we recently published. And I want you to write down any thoughts as I go through this that might relate to you with this story. Beep, beep, beep. Your alarm clock crows. The day begins. You stumble to the bathroom. Your reflection tells the tale. Tired, puffy eyes, red eyes. You pee and you brush your teeth, wondering how you're going to possibly make it through your day. Coffee. You head downstairs and hit the beloved red button on your coffee pot. Drip, drip, drip. Ah, the smell of roast aroma. You click on your phone and mindlessly scroll through Facebook. 5 minutes pass, the dripping stops. Your head snaps up as your focus returns to the real world. You grab your favorite coffee mug, which reads best mom ever, of course, and pour the black fragrant liquid into the cup. As you watch the steam rise, the aroma drifts into your nose. Ah, you pour in the sugar and cream, stir, and take your first sip. The sweet taste of explosion. Bang! The savored moment is gone in a flash. It's time to get the kids moving. Morning craziness, wake kids, dress kids, feed kids, make lunch for kids, grab a sip of now lukewarm coffee, 2 sips if you're lucky. It's your turn. You shower and get ready. You yell to the kids, hurry and get into the car, accompanied by the daily reminders of grab your lunch, your cleats, and don't forget your homework. You speed off in the car, drop your kids off at work in the nick of time, and head to work. You sip on your now cold cup of coffee. The crazy of the morning sinks in. You sigh. The day has just begun, and you already feel overwhelmed and drained. You daydream about the moment you can put the kids to bed and veg out on the couch. How many of you can relate to it? If not all of this story? You know, we as moms give and give to everyone else, but never to yourself. You've lost yourself in the midst of mom life. You're living life feeling exhausted. You're unmotivated. You lack time, and you suffer with mom guilt. It's okay if you're nodding your head right now, if all this sounds familiar. But what if I told you your life doesn't need to be lived this way any longer?
So I'll tell you a quick story too. And this was for me a very telling day, and how Power Mom actually came about, because oftentimes we're asked, well, how did Power Mom even come about and where did it come from? And I was heading home from my corporate job, and I remember getting in the car. It was freezing cold outside. I was exhausted. It was February here in Colorado, and I got in the car and I didn't want to go home. I remember screaming at the top of my lungs, slam my hands on the steering wheel, because the truth of walking in the door to the job of being mom from corporate felt daunting. I loved my kids, loved my wife, but the person I didn't love was me. I felt disgusted with myself, and I had put everybody else before me. And frankly, at that point, had put myself on the back burner. I was unmotivated, tired, and lost all confidence and self-love. My mind had raced back to something I recently read, and it was, do you want to be average? Because average is just like everybody else. And here I was living an average life, or even a subpar life at that point. And I remember pressing on the gas, pulling back on the road. And that was the moment that I promised myself that I was going to begin living a happier, healthier, and more energized life. And I went home and I walked in the door. Do you remember that night?
I do.
We decided to look for a program for moms. And interestingly enough, you guys, we could not find anything that was specific for moms. And at this time, we decided to pour everything we had into not only our relationship, into our life, but to go from feeling exhausted to energized, unmotivated to feeling determined, having no time to creating time for myself, and ultimately loving myself. And we took everything that we both know, learned a hell of a lot more, put a ton into coaching, and leveled up our lives. And now we're so blessed to be able to share these secrets of how to live a guilt-free life and be so happy as a mom.
So can you relate to this saying, she believed she could, but she put the kids to bed and then she was too tired? It's worthy of a chuckle for sure. But let's talk about you. We know you struggle with motivation, some exhaustion, making time for yourself, and you live with some mom guilt, right? Life is full of kid stuff. It's stressful work, piled up laundry, dirty dishes, and it seems enough to keep the kids alive. Now, if you can relate to some, if not all of what I just said, please, put a hands up emoji in the chat right now. You can do it in Facebook as well. Let us know that you're like, I resonate with this. Even if it's the replay, put the hands up because we can all relate to, how demanding our kids are. They're demanding little buggers, and it isn't always easy to make them happy and meet our own needs too. So we know you're in high demand, and they demand a lot out of you, and it's no wonder that you don't have time for yourself. Now, don't get me wrong, you and I both know that being a mom is special and a true blessing, but your body has taken a toll, and after giving birth, you feel like your whole body had been twisted inside and out, and your body isn't what it used to be. It's not where you want it to be. And, you've lost your confidence too. And when you look in the mirror, it pains you. Where there were once these lean, toned muscles, you now see soft muscles and fat. You have a story in your mind that this must be the way your life is going to be. Mom life. You hurt, you cry, you hide, you pretend, and life isn't as happy as it could be for you, is it? And this is how you've been living your life for a long time. The days, they keep piling up, turning into years, and life keeps passing you by. Well, today is the day you're going to change all of this, because we're going to show you how to go from exhausted to energetic, from unmotivated to confident, from lacking time to creating time, and doing all of this without mom guilt and loving yourself again.
And this is exactly what our friend and client Suzanne did, because at first, and you guys can see this on the screen, I think the most immediate fear was getting over my fear of failing at everything else. And how was this going to be anything different? But listening to you speak about life change and not just diet, and how positive and supportive you are, has helped me through that first hurdle. And it is okay. If you are scared right now, you can go ahead and put scared or fear in the comments, because it's totally normal. But Trina and I are going to take you through the next few minutes the course of what are the things that you can put into action right away to start to take that fear away and learn what it is to live a life and crush that mom guilt. So let's get started. And if you are here right now live, let us know that you're here. If you are on the replay, hit replay. But we're going to get started because I want to share with you right now what it is to crush mom guilt and our new Power Mom Guilt Crushing Method. And the secret sauce is what Trina and I call the daily practice. And with the daily practice, we help moms gain energy, confidence, and love yourself, all without the mom guilt. And this movement is all about moms becoming the best version of themselves. And there is nothing out there like this for moms. And we are on a mission to empower and inspire greatness in you. And the daily practice incorporates 4 power components: building you. Where are you right now? And how do we help you create where it is you want to go and get those exact steps in place? Power component number 2 is fueling you. How do we keep nutrition simple and fun without counting points, without counting calories, and letting your body feel like it's optimal? Number 3 is training you, how to become fit and how you can embody real results without going to the gym and without spending hours and hours on some crazy cardio equipment. Number 4 is extending you. This is definitely our favorite one because it's evaluate where you are today in your personal relationships and how do you take those relationships to the next level and strengthen and grow those. And the Power Mom Daily Practice is a tried and proven system. And you guys, here's the key to all of this. This is a long-term sustainable solution. These power components you will use for the rest of your life, and you can plug into these at all times. It's not some disappointing short-term quick fix. It is long-term and something that works forever.
So the first power component is building you. And I want you to consider this awesome quote. People do not decide their futures. They decide their habits, and their habits decide their futures. You know, as we head into building you, raise your hand if you brush your teeth every day. You can put a toothbrush. I don't know if you have a quick emoji, throw a toothbrush into the chat or into the Facebook group there. But, you know, why do you brush your teeth every night? Is it because you absolutely love doing it? Well, yes, some of us do. But you know what? You do it because you know that it's good for your teeth. It's going to help them from decaying, and they keep your breath from smelling, and it's become a habit. So there are habits within the daily practice and within the 4 power components that need to become part of your daily routine. Because when something becomes part of your routine, it becomes automatic, and you'll automatically get results from those habits. So the daily practice conditions your mind to focus on simple daily steps that lead you to daily successes, weekly successes, and those monthly successes turn into yearly successes and more. And this is a great way for you to guarantee your future. So the way to change your outer world is to first change your inner world. And what's going on up here? So whatever results you're getting, whether they're good or bad, positive or negative, it reflects what's going on in here and in here. So I'm going to take you through an accelerated learning technique that creates powerful change, and it's called using daily declarations. Now, a daily declaration is a positive statement you make emphatically out loud, and the key is involvement. So this comes from the saying, what you hear, you forget. What you see, you remember. What you do, you understand. So right now, I want you to put your hand on your heart and repeat after me. And you can say this out loud. I am filled with energy and have health and vitality. I am full of confidence in my abilities. I love, respect, and believe in myself. And then you're going to point your finger to your head and say, I am a powerful mom. Now, if you do this every morning, you'll enliven your energy that you feel inside. It will set the tone for your day. It is so powerful. I keep mine in our little book here, and I read these out every day, and it made such a big difference. So let's talk about we call it your 2.0 version. That's who it is you want to become. And our friend Maureen had this to say about her 2.0 version. So I've been working and focused hard on Mo 2.0. Mindset is my biggest challenge. The last few weeks, I feel like I've exploded. The bomb went off. I am making me better. Let me tell you, Maureen is a huge example of this. She is doing so great. You know, there's two qualities. There's attention and intention that can help you lead to your 2.0 version. Now, the daily practice, that gives you the attention. So it gives you your focus, your plan. And this is where now the 4 components come in, because actually creating your 2.0 version sets your intention. So again, who it is you want to become. So to help you with this, I'd like you to introduce you to my friend Sarah and her experience. So one bright, hot, sunny day, Sarah decided it was perfect day to go to the beach. She wanted to, bask in the sun's warmth and smell the fresh, salty air. So she grabbed her always handy red cooler and filled it with a sandwich, some snacks, and her favorite sparkling water. She put on her bathing suit, a matching sun hat, some sunscreen. She walked out to the garage, scooped up her beach chair, piled everything to the back of her yellow Jeep, and took off. And as she started to jump into the front seat, she didn't take off yet. And as she started the Jeep, Sarah suddenly realized that she didn't know which beach she wanted to go to. Did she want to go to a local beach, or did she want to go to a beach far away? Should she head north, south, east, or west? Which roads would she take? Did she want to take the scenic route or the more direct and quickest route? She wasn't sure. She knew her starting point was home, but she needed to figure out which beach to go to. Then she'd, be able to put it into her GPS location, and it would tell her, exactly where to go. And it would guide her along the way, ensuring that she didn't get lost. Well, note that the GPS wouldn't ask, Sarah where she had been or why she'd been sitting there for so long. Its only job was to get Sarah from where she was to where she wanted to go. So if Sarah never figured out which beach she wanted to go to, guess what? Without knowing where she wanted to go, if she didn't have a plan, no matter how much driving Sarah did, at the end of the day, Sarah ain't going to the beach. So how does Sarah's story relate to you? To create your 2.0 version, you need to know where you are going. And with the daily practice, you will have a plan on how to get to that 2.0. And I love this quote by Thomas Pingong, I think is his name. And it says, nothing gives a person inner wholeness and peace like a distinct understanding of where they are going. We don't have time to cover the whole training on finding your 2.0 version, but here are 3 quick questions you can ask yourself to get yourself started. What will you do with the energy you have? How will you spend your personal time? And how will you feel inside? Will you work hard during the day, then have the energy afterwards to go to the park, go for a walk, or play ball with your kids? Will you journal, meditate, pray, or read? Will you have more confidence and walk with your shoulders back and your head held high? How would it feel to love yourself again and live without mom guilt? I'll end the building you power component with this. Part of moving towards your 2.0 version is the importance of who you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself by moms who are working towards similar goals and outcomes as you are, don't you think it would be much easier to feel supported, motivated, and focused? I do.
So I'm going to begin the fueling you power component. I want you to picture this. All right. You've started another diet, which you mentioned to your partner, your kids, your friends, only to be met with rolling of the eyes and questions such as, does this mean we have to change what we're eating too? Why are you doing another restrictive diet thingy? Does this mean we won't be doing Wine Wednesdays anymore? Oh, come on. You can cheat just this one time. But mom, does this mean we can't have pizza Fridays? And how much more money are you going to waste? I mean, come on, does this sound familiar or what? And at first you do really well at sticking to your new diet, but then the temptation, negative comments, and negative thoughts start happening and you lose motivation. Your cravings take over, your cheat meals start happening every day, guilt sets in, and because the results you weren't expecting haven't happened as quickly as you'd like, you give up once again. We understand this, and we're going to change this for you as we head into fueling you. A while ago, we saw our friend Jean, and Jean was like, oh my goodness, I watched your video on water last week, and I cannot believe how much energy I have. I had no idea. My response to Jean was, I'm so glad to hear that it's helping. and that you're not alone. Most people have no idea how powerful water can be. This simple little molecular compound, H2O, will aid in weight loss, increased energy, improved mood, reduced cravings, prevent constipation, which comes along with its own challenges and a whole nother training, and reduce headaches. Did you know that over 70% of your body is made up of water? So how much should you actually be drinking and get it all in? So a good rule of thumb is to ensure that you are drinking at least half your body weight in ounces of water daily. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you need to be drinking 75 ounces of water every day. If you weigh 200 pounds, then you need to be drinking 100 ounces of water every single day. And a lot of moms ask us like, Tara and Trina, like, how do I get all of that water in throughout the day? So I'm going to give you 4 things that you can walk away from today on what to do to make sure you get the water in. 1, find a water bottle that you love drinking out of and just keep it with you, just like you do your cell phone. 2, drink at least 8 ounces of water, like the moment you get up, before you check your phone, before you go to the bathroom, before you do anything, just lean over and drink 8 ounces of water. 4, begin to replace a soda or sugary sports drink with sparkling water or regular water. And then 4, drink water in between sipping on your coffee and sipping on your wine. Nutrition. Okay, we are going to keep this very simple for you because simplicity creates clarity, which creates action. Food is so powerful and should be used as fuel. I received this message from Tammy, who became one of our VIP moms, and she said, "Hey, Tara, I need your help with my nutrition. I get confused with what I should eat and should not be eating. Can I help you?" And she's like, "Can you please help? Because I get like, I'm all flustered and I never know what to do." And we get that question a lot, right? And it's because up till now, you've been told, cut calories, eat low fat, don't eat carbs, stay away from cheese, eat meat, don't eat meat. Like, it's all rather confusing. And we teach you to fuel up on what we call green light foods, the go foods, fruits, veggies, good fats, proteins. Slow down on yellow light foods, low fat, refined and processed foods. And then begin stopping just like you do at red lights. Stop red light foods, foods that are low on the nutritional scale. They're deep fried, they're high in sugar, they're artificial, okay? You're not going to stop those 100% of the time because, I mean, let's face it, we all run a red light every once in a while, but that's the things you want to start to put into motion. And it's important to grasp here that not all calories are created equal. A cup of grapes is 60 calories, where 3 Oreos is 160 calories. Okay. A Power Mom loaded salad that will keep you full is 300 calories, where a burger and fries is going to run you 700 calories. We don't overly count calories. I just want you to understand the difference between something that's going to keep you full and is chock full of energy versus something that is going to feel good for a moment and then you're going to be hungry right away. There is a huge difference. Because you may have tried counting calories or points to lose weight. And I'm telling you right now, that is one of the worst strategies you can use. And there's no way that you can live your life like that for the rest of your life. And that's why all the junk out there does not work. Some high quality foods that I want to give you to take away from this are some black beans, avocados, figs, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, sweet potatoes, pears, kidney beans, nectarines, carrots, apple, apricots, oats, flax seeds, fish, eggs, berries, bananas, the list goes on. You may be staying away from berries and bananas because you've heard the old adage to stay away from fruit because it makes you fat. I'm here to tell you something a little bit different. Bananas and other fruits do not make you fat, okay? Fruits often get lumped into a sugar category, and there's a very distinct difference, guys, between a Snickers bar and an apple. There's a laundry list of healthful benefits to loading up on fruit. So here is your permission slip to go out and stock up on fruit. Make sure you're eating at regular intervals throughout the day. Don't starve yourself.
You know, sometimes life throws a curveball like it did back to me back in 2004. And I was sitting at a large, cool conference room surrounded by these huge windows. And I turned to see a reflection of a 30-year-old girl that I didn't recognize. A pang of disgust hit me and entered my mind, and I hated what I saw and how I felt. I wondered, how could this be me? And why is this happening to me? Why is life taking life away from me? Because staring back at me were dull, lifeless, scared eyes. My body was slumped exhaustedly forward, and a ray of light beamed off of my bald head. I was pulled away from my thoughts as my boss asked me, Trina, how did it go? You know, I remember the lump in my throat grew as I tried to hold back my tears. And I replied, he's recommending I do 2 more rounds of chemotherapy. As those words flowed from my lips, so too did my tears, and my hands came up covering my face, and I broke down in a deep, agonizing cry. That day, that moment is when I decided to take charge of my life. You know, at the time I worked for a health and wellness company. And let's just say that while I worked there, I did not live the lifestyle they promoted. I knew I needed to make some changes after this life-altering disease that I had. So I started to learn and apply the healthy living principles that they taught. So I am so excited and happy to say that I have gone from hating how I look and felt to loving who I am inside and out, from scared and unmotivated to confident, from exhausted to strong and energetic. And I now make time for myself, and I do so guilt-free. And I live life with clarity, purpose, and passion. And, you know, much of what I learned was stemmed around the importance of nutrition, which Tara just covered. You know, it took me about 15 years to learn all that, and you can start doing it today. And as we head out of the fueling you power component and into the training you section, I'll leave you with this. The first step is knowing what to do. The second step is making a plan for how to implement the changes. The third and most important step is to consistently work the plan, because consistent implementation over time equals those big results.
Are you ready for a shock? As if Trina's story just wasn't a big enough one. Here's another one. Longer workouts do not deliver better results. The first 30 minutes of exercise are as effective at burning fat as workouts that are 2 times as long. And when you focus on 30-minute training sessions, you will get results, because all it takes is consistency, a set of dumbbells, a small workout area, and a great attitude. You can work out anywhere, your room, your office, your basement, outside, the garage. The key is doing intense full body workouts that work out every major muscle group while incorporating weight training and cardio. With your crazy busy mom life schedule, when should you work out? And that's a question that we get asked all the time. We highly suggest that you work out in the mornings, because how many times have you caught yourself saying, I'll do it later or tonight or after work, and it never gets done? Then you tell yourself, I'll just do it tomorrow, and so on. And tomorrow becomes tomorrow becomes tomorrow. The best time to get your training session is in the morning. And that is not everyone can do that, right? And if you can't do that, then you just need to pick a time that's going to be consistent for you. And as a mom, making time is definitely a challenge. But if you are listening to this right now and you're telling yourself you don't have time to work out, I'm going to give you a bold statement right now. That's an excuse. We can all find 30 minutes 4 times a week to train your body as if you're just training for life. Okay. I would love to know if you are with us right now, either live or on Facebook. I think we're streaming to a couple of different social channels. Let us know right now in the chat, or I think on this webinar, instead of chat, it's Q&A apparently. But let me know what your favorite type of workout is. Do you love running? Do you love swimming? Do you love yoga? Chasing your kids around? Let us know what it is. And if you love nothing and you need help, then you should let us know that too. So here's a saying that I want you to remember forever, okay? Because it works for training you, but it also works for every other power component that Trina and I cover. And it is, write this down, motivation plus action equals more motivation. Now, you may love motivational quotes and books and stories and music and all those things in and of themselves. They don't actually motivate you. They may inspire you, but until you take action, nothing happens. When you're motivated and you take action, you will feel more motivated. And as you keep taking action, the equation just continues over and over again. So I'm going to give you a couple of ways to ensure consistency and success. Number one is to join forces with a friend, your partner, or a group of like-minded moms. Keep each other accountable. Write down how you feel after each workout. It's amazing how good we feel after we worked out. Track your success and make your goals about times and distances, weights and reps, but not about how you look or what is on the stupid scale. Okay. Why don't you check this out? You can find this full post in our Power Mom Nation Facebook group. And if you're not there, we'll drop a link as well. It's our free group on Facebook. But this is from Cheryl back in 2020. And she says, this is from someone who could barely do modified push-ups. Jumping squats, not even in sight. Sit-ups, barely able to do 5 crunches. This works. This builds you. This gives you confidence. Consistency is the key. All right, the last thing we're going to cover today for you, since it's been a lot here, is power component number 4, which is extending you.
Your life is a journey of learning to love yourself first and then extending that love to others in every encounter. You know, the last 3 power components, building you, fueling you, and training you, they all support this 4th power component, extending you. You know, as you grow and gain confidence within these areas, you're going to fall in love with yourself and you're going to naturally feel better and want to extend that love out into the world. And you're going to improve the quality of your life as well as others around you. So let's talk more about extending you. You know, the best gift you can give anyone is the gift of your presence. 1 hour of time spent fully present with your loved ones goes further than 5 hours spent with loved ones when you're thinking about your upcoming meetings, you're scrolling through your phone, all of these things that take away from actually spending time with that person. So when you are fully present with your kids, your partner, and you give them your time, your focus, and your energy, it's going to deepen the bonds of love and connection between you. And it creates the vibrant relationships that, you know, you really want. So I'm going to give you 5 ideas on how you can build a deeper connection together. And as I do, I want you to pick one to focus on. Can't do all 5. It'd be, I mean, you could, but it might be a little more challenging. So pick one and do it for the next 30 days. And then you can pick your next favorite one and work on that one as well. So the first one is have a weekly fun game night. So the kids, they can take turns who picks the games, but have a game night. 2, have dinner at the table together several times a week. If you don't already, add this in and have conversations around how everyone's day went. Number 3, do a weekly planning together. Set a consistent date and time for the whole family to get together and go over each other's calendar for the week. I know we do this on Sundays. So, you know, this opens up opportunities for communication and lets everyone know that they and their schedules are important. Number 4, once a month, schedule time to have one-on-one date nights with each of your kids. And make sure you do something your kids love and give them 100% of your attention. So put those phones away. And number 5, once a quarter, set up a time to do goal setting as a family. You can do it with your partner and with each of your kids. You know, this positive habit opens up communication, allows you to know what is important to each person in your family. So you're going to learn more about them so you can support them. Now, I'd like to hear from you. Which one of these 5 would you want to do first? And maybe you have something you already do or something you've been wanting to do or have a great idea. Go ahead and comment below, doing the Q&As. Let us know what something that resonates with you is. And make sure that you have fun with this and be present within those moments. And you will see some positive changes in your life. So let me ask you, have you been hugged today? It seems like a silly question, but the benefits of hugging can be nearly as beneficial as the benefits of your other healthy habits like exercise, meditation, and more. Family therapist Virginia Satir once said, "We need 4 hugs a day for survival. We need 8 hugs a day for maintenance. We need 12 hugs, I better get my toes up here, a day for growth." While that may sound like a lot of hugs, according to the best science, we should get and give as many hugs as possible if we want to reap and share the greatest positive effects. Now, here's why. When we give and receive hugs, our brains actually produce oxytocin. And I don't have time to dive into the benefits of oxytocin in this training, but hugging is one way to increase that production. So hugging can lower stress and feelings of fear. It will boost your immune health, lower blood pressure, supports heart health, decreases depression, and increases happiness. And hugging can also increase your feelings of empathy, bonding, trust, and fondness as well. So as we close out this last section of Extending You, I want to share with you an aha moment that Monica experienced while working the daily method. Holy cow, working this program has made everything click. This whole process makes complete sense. I've wanted weight loss and sisterhood, but today I found that this is so much more. This is about personal growth and not feeling guilty for putting my happiness first. Feeling like a brick is lifted off my shoulders. My confidence is growing. Things are clearer, and I can't get rid of the smile. I have no idea that this was possible.
So let's recap this, you guys. Whether you've tried and failed everything, tried and failed some things, or you are ready to level up your life and ready to make lasting change, the daily practice, everything we just touched on, that is the secret that's going to get you to your 2.0 version and start to crush that guilt. We are the only ones who teach this. And do you see how powerful this stuff is? It incorporates all the components that you need to reach your 2.0. Like, why is not everybody doing this? I'm going to recap everything right now. Building you. Do you have the structure, the habits, the routines you need to get to the beach and achieve your 2.0 version? Do you feel like a powerhouse when it comes to fueling your body? In training you, do you have the workouts? Do you have the equipment, a routine? And are you motivated and currently taking action? And extending you every day, are you having real conversations and connecting and hugging the ones that you love? We get this common question all the time, almost every single day is, "Hey, Tara, hey, Trina, can you help with this?" And the answer is yes. This is so simple if you have a path. Now, I'm not going to take a long time. I know we're kind of running toward the end of this, but in just a minute, I'm going to give you a special invitation. And if you go try and implement this today, I'm going to suggest that you take one thing that we've talked about over the last 40 minutes and go do it on your own. If you want to implement with Trina and I, and you want to get there fast and move quick and implement all these things that we've talked about, then I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. Okay. Wouldn't it be amazing if you felt confident like Monica? You held your head up high, that you could be with your kids, that you felt like an awesome leader, a wife, a role model, a great lover, an amazing friend, that when you look in the mirror, you don't feel disgusted, but you feel amazed at what you're accomplishing. You're going to go from feeling crappy to happy. What would those next few months look like if you worked with us and we'd ensure rapid results? Those are the results. That is what you get with the Power Mom VIP program. Within Power Mom VIP, you can expect to receive all the tools and all the support you need to create strength and confidence in yourself, and do so feeling empowered and not loaded with guilt. Lose the weight and be proud when you look in the mirror, when you love yourself. Fuel your body so you feel great and you don't have to count points and calories. Have a personal plan in place that's consistent as brushing your teeth and being fully present with your kids and your spouse, and build those deeper connections. Listen, most things out there focus on one thing. Maybe it's just nutrition or a mindset or a personal trainer who counts for you as you do the reps. You get the point, right? What we've done for you is we've put it all together in your very own roadmap, the blueprint that you need to get from where you are today to that 2.0 version that Trina talked about a little bit ago, using the daily practice. We have our Power Mom VIP Training Center, your very own membership site, both on desktop and mobile, which houses your mission, your mindset training, and tons more. You're going to get the new Power Mom Nutrition Protocol, all of the workouts done for you. We call them PM24 workouts, and the Power Mom Fuel products to get you healthy and get you results fast. And each level that you reach, you earn a badge and a gift, and it graduates you to the next level. With each step, you're going to be challenged along the way to raise yourself to new standards. We have our own private Facebook community with all the moms that are in VIP. And inside here, one of my favorite parts, you're going to meet other moms who are just like you. A community of moms who want to succeed, who are there to support you, a place to build friendships and level up. And this is such a special place for us. We've also created our coaching zone where you're going to get bonus trainings done weekly and live, where you can come in and ask any questions that you're struggling with. You'll get to track your progress, grow, find areas of opportunity. And oh, by the way, you get lifetime access to all of this. So what do we do? How does it work? We get you going right away. We dive deep and get crystal clear on where you are today. Next, we coach you into setting up your weekly game plan. And here you're going to see some of these common results. You'll see on the screen from Rachel, the me time is the biggest factor. I feel that during that time, I'm experiencing personal growth and learning life lessons. I feel more confident in the past weeks, especially with the big aha moment. I threw away my old clothes and started to make a whole different wardrobe. I feel more empowered and confident. What if you felt like this? I mean, wouldn't it be amazing if you felt confident, if you could write something like that, if you held your head up high, you could keep up with your kids, be a great leader, an amazing wife, an awesome lover, a good friend. Look in the mirror and not feel disgusted, but amazed and empowered by yourself. Going from feeling crappy to happy. This right here is worth the investment in the program alone. So you get all this. And as I mentioned before, guys, it is lifetime access. So if you're still with us, that means something. And this is for you. What I want you to do is I'm going to invite you right now to book a coaching session with us. Okay. We're going to lay out the plan and the path for you. And listen, whether you decide to join VIP or not, if it's a good fit either way, we're going to walk you through the blueprint and a plan. You're going to walk away with that no matter what. Okay. Things you can start doing right away. Here is our only ask is you book a call right now. If you are serious and you're really ready for lasting change and sustainability. If you're ready to stop doing all the other stuff and start doing something that's actually going to get you what it is you desire. And I'm going to give you the booking link here in a second. So put this in right now, grab the first available spot. Obviously, it's going to fill up quick and we want to talk to you as soon as we can. So it's www.powermom.co/call, www.powermom.co/call. And remember, you get all of this and more, okay? On the screen, I'm going to invite you to book a call right now, www.powermom.co/call. And I am so excited to talk with you.
So as we wind down in the next couple of minutes, what about you? What is your story going to be? because there's two options for you. One, take everything you've learned. And I would encourage you, as Tara said, to take one thing and do that on your own and do it well, or move fast with us and our team with our proven system and join us over at Power Mom VIP. We don't want to let you go back to doing what you've always done. The fad diets, the quick fixes, and those programs that promise you the world with very little work. But in Power Mom VIP, you're going to create a life you love, and you're going to become that success story that you've always wanted to have. Within Power Mom, you'll be committed to taking the right action every single day. So from this point, you'll move forward with a routine, a plan that gives you certainty, clarity, daily accountability, a connection to other moms, and a culture that supports you, develops you, challenges you, coaches you, and raises your standards. And as we close, I want to share this with you. Earlier this year, I was sitting at my desk, intensely focused on some work, and our son Tristan walked in. He touched my shoulder and asked me to take him on a bike ride. And I'll tell you what, moms, we've all had these moments. And in the moment, I was tempted to say no and to just ask him for a rain check. But in my heart, I knew if I said no, that rain check would never happen. So instead of saying no, I said yes. I left my work and I had the most amazing ride with him that day. You know, the results, our memories of that day, because I said yes, will last a lifetime for both of us. And we talk about it. You know, I acted because I knew in my heart it was the right time, the right thing to do. I've learned that those that are action takers, the action takers reap the benefits and rewards from saying yes. So now it is you who has a choice. You can either take a rain check that you may or may not ever happen, right? Or you can act and you can book your call right now. So we invite you to go to powermom.co/call and book your call right now. We both want to thank you for your time, for being here with us. And we will see you inside your call. And we're also going to stay on live tonight and answer any questions that may come up. So if you have questions, you can put it into our Q&A, or you can drop it into Power Mom Nation, and we'll gladly answer those calls or questions for you.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. And we'll see you on your call.